right, good morning to America Makes Game Day here at Rapid Plus TCT 2019. We're coming to you from Cobo Center in downtown Detroit, Michigan. And this morning we have a longtime friend of America Makes from Humtown Products in Columbiana, Ohio. This is Brandon Lamoncha.
Morning.
And Humtown has been around America Makes from some of the earliest projects. So Brandon, tell me about what goes on at Humtown. Give us a little background about Humtown.
Yeah, certainly. We're a third generation family owned business. We started a pattern shop in 1959, my grandfather. Developed patterns using CNC equipment and also making sand cores and molds for the foundry industry. And for us, we've seen the natural progression of technology, from CNC and now additive manufacturing just made sense. But a small company didn't have the resources, to go out. So we decided, America Makes was in our backyard. So we decided to partner up and see about making a project about how we could, get this technology, how we could adopt it, and then how we could further integrate it into the metal casting supply chain. So at Humtown now today, we're still using our pattern shop for rigging core boxes and things, and we still make conventional core boxes and molds and cores for customers. But now, part of our toolbox is we're a supplier of 3D printed molds and cores to the industry.
Sure. Do you see a lot of other competitors taking on this new advanced technology as well?
Yeah, we're starting to see more OEMs, integrate the technology, and they're coming to us, saying, "Hey, you've been doing this for 6 years, 7 years. How can we, get your knowledge, and can you come in and help us?" So we're doing, a light role in consulting. We are seeing more, smaller foundries getting into the space, with 3D printers, using that to help their customers. But yeah, it's definitely being adopted. I
Sure.
would say right now in the last 4 or 5 years, we've probably seen, a 5 or 6 time increase in the amount of printers domestically in the United States. And I attribute a lot of that to the America Makes acceleration of the adoption of additive manufacturing for the metal casting industry.
And it's interesting because the casting and foundries and forging casting parts is a centuries-old technology, and we're injecting a new way to get to kind of speed up the pattern process, basically, right?
Absolutely.
Get products to market faster, and sometimes it takes a few iterations, but for others in that space to adopt it. But it's interesting because Humtown comes with a legacy of understanding around.
Right.
It's not just an easy button that you press. There's a lot that goes into casting metal parts. And the designs that are necessary to make it happen.
Yep. So we use age-old technology, like you said. From hundreds of years ago, we're still incorporating that those design and that tribal knowledge, and now we're including that into the 3-dimensional CAD drawings. We're using pattern makers now that are designers, and then we're integrating a lot of that know-how. But now we're taking advantages that we didn't have before. The design freedoms. We don't have to worry about undercuts and draft, and we're able to do core consolidation projects, like a project we just wrapped up with Ford Motor Company and America Makes project. Those types of report outs that you're seeing, at the TRX and the events that you're hosting are really what's going to drive the design forward into the next generation of casting design that's going to have to be made on this type of technology.
Right. And yeah, those design freedoms are one of the keys. We heard about it a little bit this morning in the keynote around design freedom for a totally different industry. But yeah, it is one of the keys to success.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much. I think that's great. Congratulations on all your success. We look forward to many more years of hanging around and seeing you guys grow and develop, and we're glad to be part of it. Thanks a lot, Brandon.
Everything America Makes has done for us and what you're doing for the industry as a whole. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. All right, thanks, folks. Tune in again for another episode of Game Day, and thank you.